what do I expect to get out of the Iron Butt Challenge? I'm Andrew, I'm the Flannel Philosopher, and I have Iron Butt Challenge that I'm working towards doing in about 2 weeks now. And one of the questions that people ask is why? One of the questions that I've started asking myself is like, well, what do I want to get out of it? Now, for most people, riding 1,000 miles on a motorcycle in one day is not super attractive. And so the question is, well, what are the objectives, but what do I want to get out of it? What do I hope changes as a result of that? A couple of things that come to mind quickly. So one thing I'm hoping to get out of it is I find the motorcycle to be a place of peace. It's that right amount of activity where your brain has to engage and is engaged, but it's the right level of relaxation where you can truly just relax. And there's been seemingly a lot of stressful situations going on right now. And so I think I am looking forward to that time of, yes, focused, but not hyper focused. Like that level of focus and attention required to accomplish a task, but also the relaxation that comes along with it. I'm also looking forward to a time of reflection. I sometimes can be very busy, very action oriented, very movement oriented. I have a lot going on. And in the midst of that busyness, getting that time to think, to process, to pray isn't always as readily available as it should be. And admittedly, I should carve out more time, be more disciplined in carving out that white space to think. But when you're on a motorcycle for 24 hours, or more likely 15 to 17 hours, you have a lot of time to think, to process, to analyze. I'm looking forward to saying, okay, what's been accomplished the last couple of years? Where do we see the next couple of years going? Really trying to understand, okay, what does God have for me at this stage of life, and what do those next stages look like? Some might say this is sort of a midlife crisis. I don't think of it like that. I think this is just a good reflection to have on a regular basis, and this gives me the opportunity to do that. I also find that when I've done things that really stretch my limits in the past, there's unexpected lessons that come out. There's unexpected observations. There's things that I learn about myself. There's things that I learn about the people around me. There's things that I learn about the environment that I don't expect. And so part of me goes into this challenge of riding 1,000 miles in a day, not knowing what I'm going to see out of this, but also I have the experience that tells me I don't fully know what to expect, but I expect some good things to come out of it that I do not expect. That's been true of other situations where I'm excited to see what those observations are, what those lessons are, what those pieces of learning are. I do intend to apply for the official Iron Butt Association certification, but honestly, that's not the biggest driver for me. I don't really need the bumper sticker. I don't really need, I don't know if there's a trophy or a plaque, the certificate you get. I probably will try to get those, but I've never been really driven by those components. So yes, I do intend to apply. Yes, I do intend to follow the rules on it. But that being said, if I don't get it for whatever reason, I'm not really anchoring. I don't think that's a big driver for me. Now, I know a lot of people that is a big driver, and I'm not discouraging that in any way. We all have different things that motivate us. But I just want to say for me, that's not a huge driver. I do intend to apply for it, but it's not a big driver as far as all the factors that go into that. It's not a big factor. One other silly thing that I would say is well, what do I hope to accomplish out of it? Well, I hope to get to South Carolina quickly. So, doing it in 1 day versus 2 days or 3 days takes less time away from other things in my life that I have going on. And so certainly making that concerted effort to get down there does make life a little easier on that side of things. It is not the biggest driver. It's not the biggest reason. It might be even a silly motivation, but the time savings is something that I do think of. And so I'm looking forward to getting down there with that. So that's my current thinking regarding why I'm doing this. What do I hope to gain out of it? But certainly I'd love to know if you've done an Iron Butt Challenge or maybe some other really difficult challenge. Maybe that's a marathon, maybe it's a physical challenge, maybe it's some sort of mental challenge. What did you hope to gain out of it? Did you accomplish what you were hoping? Were there unexpected lessons along the way? Certainly I am looking forward to those unexpected lessons, and I will let you know what they are after I complete, hopefully, the Iron Butt Challenge.